I'm going to teach you some automation tools that I use that go well with LinkedIn. That was a LinkedIn lesson. We're done kind of with the LinkedIn lesson. This is the stuff that goes with LinkedIn that makes it easier, faster, better for you. It has more fiber. You know? Makes you regular. Here we go, all right? Here's one of my favorites. It's called Auto Text Expander, all right? And I've got URLs for you. Grab a screenshot if you like from there, if you think you might need this. And I think what Auto Text Expander does, here, I'll wait for a moment. Right there. There's a series of slides here that you just want to grab a screenshot of there. I mean, they're easy words to use. They rhyme sometimes. Okay, so there's Auto Text Expander. So what Auto Text Expander does is lets you create a message library and then instantly trigger and send messages from that library with just a couple keystrokes. So I'm going to wait till you're all kind of done with this. I didn't think it's such a pretty picture, but it's got the URL on it, so we'll dig it. Right? All right, so here we go. I can just type in bracket X and send thanks for chatting. You know? Look up here. See the bracket T, the bigger one. So you put a couple characters in and it sends a bunch of stuff. And you got a little cheat sheet by the side of the computer. You got a post-it note right below your password. Right below the password and the login ID for Wells Fargo. You put some of your little codes in here. And this is a free tool. And if you're using this tool on multiple computers, it'll even sync up across multiple computers. Okay? So next up on the freebie is Google Docs. I love Google Docs. Who loves Google Docs? Woo! Yes, that's right. Woo! We love Google Docs. Let me show you why you love Google Docs. Maybe you don't know why you love it so much. All right, so it's all of your office stuff. It's free, it's in the cloud, and it's greatly simplified, and you can co-work on it with other people. So I work with a profile writer on my team. Okay, we work on profiles together. She works with the clients, and on the back end we do stuff together. And I'm a terrible typer, absolutely rotten typer. I fell off a bike. I have an excuse. Fell off a bike on my hands. I hurt my hands. It's true. But so I'm typing away and I'm misspelling stuff, and she's correcting me while I'm going along, and she's putting in words that I didn't put in. Well, that was a better word, Mike. In real time, you can do this with this stuff. It's just amazing. So you're going to want to have some files. Okay. So here's Google Drive, and in Google Drive you got some files you're going to use. All right. That's a good one there, by the way. This is a good shot if you're doing shots. These are the kind of files you want to have. All right. Okay, I see a few going up. Up. All right. So beyond that, we can store our messages, our text messages, the invites and the messages we're sending to people, that kind of stuff, in a Google Doc. That's the best place to store it. Every keystroke is backed up in real time. You can go back. There's version control, so you can wipe something out and go back 2 weeks later and go get to what you wiped out. Version control is one great thing. Don't you love version control? Instead of having the book, the file that has a .1, a .2, a .3, a .4, and which one is it? You know, what day did I save it on? Right, Dave. All right. So the other thing we're going to do is, let me go back here, is we're going to plan our searches and put our criteria. We're going to write them down in a Google Doc like this. So do I want a profile for people I require? We generally don't invite folks that don't have pictures in their profile. I'm going to talk to you about some automation tools, and they can help. Okay? Or you could just say there's no picture, no invite for you, you know, if you're going to do it manually. Okay? The next thing is every time you do a search on LinkedIn, with all of that criteria I showed you, those numbers and stuff are embedded in a URL at the top. Save that. Google Doc. It's free. Google Doc, okay? Then you can just go grab it and go run it again. You can go grab it, run it again, change one little thing, and save it again. Change one little thing, save it again. But you get to a point where, you know, it's a drag to check boxes. You got to wait like 8 seconds after every box. You check one box and you go like, It's got to redraw the screen. 8 million people. Okay, I'll push another box. You know. So it's a little frustrating. This is a really quick way to get back to it. All right. The other thing is when you do messages on LinkedIn, or for the matter, even if you send a Gmail message to somebody or a Facebook message, but this is a LinkedIn class, all of those messages have URLs to them. So your inbox on LinkedIn is going to get really full. And there's going to be so much stuff there, you're just not going to find stuff, and you're going to cry, and you're going to go, Mike taught me something. I remember now, Mike said I could grab that URL at the top and save it like in a Google sheet now. You can be in a doc, but generally in a sheet with columns now that says, important message, Frank Thomas, here's the URL to it. So I can go back and get to it years later, it'll never go away. Are we done with that? No, we couldn't possibly be done with the wonderment of Google Docs and Sheets. I told you I love these things. If you want to keep track of important people, you've got a profile URL here that we can use to keep track of important people. Now in Sales Navigator we have tags and we have leads we can do and stuff. We have things over there, but this works with anybody. Free LinkedIn. Works out really great. So there's one last tool here. This is one that doesn't deal with LinkedIn directly as much. This tool here gets gets email addresses from LinkedIn. Now, it gets them from folks that you're not connected to, 2s and 3s, anyone out there, and these email addresses are corporate email addresses. They have a domain name in them, no Gmails, none of that stuff. And they're not always right. Okay, I mean, this is they're usually right. They give you a green thumbs up if it's good, a yellow thumbs up if they think it's good, and then a red thumbs goes the other way. All right, I just use the free version. I get $100 a month. That's good enough for me. If you're really concerted at this here, $49 is a pretty darn good value if you're going to pump out hundreds and hundreds and thousands of these. And you can. All right, adapt.io, by the way, right there. There's the spot, adapt.io. All right. Once again, it's a Chrome plugin and stuff. So this is what it looks like right there. So you're looking at someone's profile, and I'll have that email. Okay. You can also be on a list and say, you know what, I'll take that one, or I'll take all of them. Give me that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. All right. $49 if you want to do the extended stuff. Otherwise, it's free.